Yes. You're ready, right? Okay.
Okay, we're good. Yeah. Thank you.
Everybody get the committee party? All right, welcome. We have a voting session. We'll start with House Bill 200, Delegate Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 200 is a bill concerning community schools. If this bill authorizes a local school board for a school system with fewer than 40 eligible schools under the Concentration of Poverty Grant Program to expend up to 10% of personnel grant and per pupil grant funds on behalf of eligible schools, provided that a plan to meet specified current law requirements is submitted to the Accountability and Implementation Board. This bill also directs the State Director of Community Schools in consultation with local school systems and members of the community schools leadership team to create a common needs assessment tool and that each community school coordinator may use to complete the community school needs assessment. The program and services provided to CPG eligible schools must prioritize areas of greatest need according to the most recent needs assessment plan. So this bill has two amendments. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 restores current law on provisions related to concentration of poverty grant funding and adds certain actions for the Director of Community Schools and Community Schools Coordinator. I'll move the amendments.
Question on the amendments? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
The bill is amended.
Those moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Yes. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Yes. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Yes. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Yes. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Yes. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Grice. Delegate Grice is a yay. Delegate Ivy. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderton is a yes. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Yes. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Yes. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Yes. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stonko. Yes. Delegate Stonko is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a yay. Delegate Delegate Wallach is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Yes. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Yes. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Yes. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
Delegate Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 367 essentially brings the community colleges into a similar posture with four-year institutions and providing over-the-counter access to contraception. There are just a couple of amendments to this bill to ensure that it's harmonized with the Senate version. The first amendment is technical. The second amendment alters the dates of certain requirements and adds requirements for the plan. Move the amendments.
Any discussion on the amendments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Any discussion on the bill? Is there a motion on the bill?
Move the bill.
Bill's been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Yes. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Yes. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Yes. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Grice. Delegate Grice is a no. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderton is a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Yes. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a no. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stanco. Delegate Stanco is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a no. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a no. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a no. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
506, Delegate Solomon.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a bill that we heard earlier this week. The bill actually has two amendments. One is technical. The second amendment adds St. Mary's College to the bill. And what the bill basically does is just the University System of Maryland is able to do their sexual harassment and prevention training in an online format. And this allows our state-supported institutions, St. Mary's and Morgan State, to get that same option. Move the amendments.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Motion on the bill. Motion, move the bill.
Bill's been moved. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang.
Yes.
Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Greist. Delegate Greist is a yay. Delegate Anderson. Delegate Anderson is a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stanco. Delegate Stanco is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a yay. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
This is House Bill 624, Delegate Smith. Oh, sorry, 569.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 569 requires English as a second language or ESL or other English language learner courses taking at a public community college. It provides for those to be transferred, those credits, to any institution of higher education in the state as specified. There are two amendments to House Bill 569. The first amendment is technical. The second amendment separates provisions related to private nonprofit institutions of higher education and removes the provision related to electives. Move the amendments.
Any questions on the amendments? Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
I'll move it.
You can just say it. You don't.
Okay, move the bill as amended.
All right, the bill's been moved and seconded. Any discussion on the bill? Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Greist. Delegate Greist is a yay. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderton is a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stanco. Delegate Stanco is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a yay. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Acevero is, I'm sorry, Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
The bill passes. House Bill 607, Delegate Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 607 expands eligibility for the Maryland Community College Promise Scholarship Program. There are two amendments to this bill. The first amendment is technical. The second amendment removes a provision that is already covered under current law and removes a requirement for a separate completed application. Move the amendments.
All right, is there any discussion on the amendments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The ayes have it.
Move the bill as amended.
Bill's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Greist. Delegate Greist is a yay. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderton is a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stonko. Delegate Stonko is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a yay. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
Bill passes. House Bill 624, Delegate Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 624 transfers primary responsibility for the administration of the Next Generation Scholars of Maryland program from the Maryland State Department of Education to the Maryland Higher Education Commission. There are two amendments to this bill. The first one is technical. The second adds MSDE to certain requirements of the program and clarifies that these changes are effective beginning in fiscal year 2026. Move the amendments.
Any discussion on the amendments? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Move the bill. Bill's been moved and seconded. Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Delegate Solomon is a yay. Delegate Grice. Delegate Grice is a yay. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderson is a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill is a yay. Delegate Ruff. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stonko. Delegate Stonko is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a yay. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
Right, the bill passes. House Bill 678, Delegate Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 678 requires each public four-year institution of higher learning to conduct targeted recruitment and outreach efforts each year, and also to provide annually a written policy that is updated that identifies communities of interest in the state, as well as the institution's targeted recruitment and outreach efforts for the communities of interest, all with the goal of promoting diversity and inclusion at each institution by attracting and graduating a diverse student body committed to service. There are two amendments to this bill. The first amendment is technical, and the second amendment exempts the University of Maryland Global Campus. Move the amendments.
Okay, any questions on the amendments? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. The ayes have it. Is there a motion on the? All right, any discussion on the bill? Roll call.
Vice Chair Chang. Vice Chair Chang is a yay. Delegate Smith. Delegate Smith is a yay. Delegate Lewis. Delegate Lewis is a yay. Delegate Shetty. Delegate Shetty is a yay. Delegate Watson. Delegate Watson is a yay. Delegate Solomon. Delegate Solomon's a yay. Delegate Grice. Delegate Grice is a yay. Delegate Anderton. Delegate Anderton's a yay. Delegate McCaskill. Delegate McCaskill's a yay. Delegate Ruff. Delegate Ruff is a yay. Delegate McComas. Delegate McComas is a yay. Delegate Spiegel. Delegate Spiegel is a yay. Delegate Stonko. Delegate Stonko is a yay. Delegate Mangione. Delegate Mangione is a no. Delegate Wolk. Delegate Wolk is a yay. Delegate Heimbaugh. Delegate Heimbaugh is a yay. Delegate Acevero. Delegate Acevero is a yay. Delegate Metzger. Delegate Metzger is a yay. Delegate Edelson. Delegate Edelson is a yay. Delegate Harris. Delegate Harris is a yay. Delegate Forbes. Delegate Forbes is a yay.
The bill passes. House Bill 791, I'll move unfavorable.
Second.
Okay, there's any discussion on the unfavorable motion? Unfavorable motion, we can take it. Delegate Stanko?
I guess what I would say is I would not agree with the choice to move unfavorable. I think it's just really important for as a member of the committee to double down or to advocate behind the Delegate Grice bringing this bill. It focuses. I know that we as a General Assembly have been very focused on public education. This bill is hyper targeted to help individuals from low income communities to create an opportunity for them to continue the opportunity that they have and create opportunities for them to get out of neighborhoods and areas that have been, and most importantly, schools that have been that have set them up for failure. Most importantly, and maybe you kind of let me amend that statement to say that they're given an opportunity to set up for success. And I think this bill is really important. And just as a huge advocate for the Boost program in general, I wanted to add those comments. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay, is there any other discussion? Delegate Metzger?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just echo the words of my colleagues. This program in our community and others is very vital. And it's really going to hurt a lot of my constituents' children. And it's all about the children. So I'm just disappointed that they chose to unfavorable this bill.
Delegate Acevedo.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to say that I appreciate the sentiment shared from my colleagues opposite around this program. But as a proud product of public education system and a huge supporter of public education, I think if we get that right, we will ensure that the very folks who, quite frankly, need a strong education system are able to be served by it. I understand and I appreciate my colleague, Delegate Stanko, for pointing out, what why I guess he supports the Boost program. And I just wanted to draw attention because, Delegate Stanko mentioned, it's about making sure that folks and kids are able to get out of their neighborhoods. And to me, I think it's about building good schools in neighborhoods where kids can stay and, quite frankly, go to school where they live. And that's the whole point of a public education system. And it's a long discussion for today. We could talk about how we politicize our public education system, defunded it, how we have invested in only certain public school system in certain neighborhoods. And that's really why we have the public school system that we have today. And it's precisely why we did the Kerwin Commission, the Built to Learn Act, and all these important legislation is so that we can really transform our public education system so it's serving all of our kids. And that's what public education offered me, public schools with the right kind of a funding and support. And so I will be supporting this. I'll be voting against this bill simply because I think we need to be investing in public education. When we talk about Kerwin and our own public schools, we still have to ensure that we're fully funding that. And I think a strong public school system benefits all neighborhoods. It benefits all families. And that's really the reason why we should be doing this. If school systems or if schools in neighborhoods don't work for certain families, we have to ensure that we're building a public education system that works for all of us, as opposed to just abandoning that idea and taking money and put it into non-public school programs that really only a select few will be able to participate in. If we're talking about public education, it got to be for the good of the public, the collective. And so I'll be voting no on this bill, and I appreciate the opportunity to contribute.
Thank you, Delegate Acevedo. Delegate McComas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just a little bit of history. I've been around a while. I had raven black hair a long time ago, but anyway, I digress. When actually Nancy Grasmick, who was a superintendent, wanted to take over 11 schools, they were primarily in Baltimore City because they were failing. That bill went down in flames. And so those kids were denied a good opportunity. I've not been able to research this because I'm busy all the time, but I'm wondering what happened to those children that did not be able to have their school taken over and improved. So now we're at 42 or 43 that are failing schools. I don't know exactly where all of them are, but I think that Boost, if you look at the school budget, the total school budget, and maybe there's operating budget that what the school systems get, and then there's also the capital budget. That's a fair amount of money. And when you're talking about a small amount of money, which I believe it was 11 million, it's de minimis. I mean, it's like pennies compared to lots of money that the public schools get. Competition is a good thing. It makes everybody a little bit sharper, a little bit better at their game. You have competition in sports, you have competition in courtrooms, you have competition in politics, and it just makes everybody sharper on the game. So I don't think this is a lot of money to allow. And then the other thing we have to look at is there's a movie out by Jeffrey Canada. Well, I don't think he actually had the movie, but he's a gentleman in New York City that has special schools, and the kids have and they're kind of like a boarding school during the week, and then the kids go home to their house and then they go back to school. The bottom line is they have uniforms, they do very well, and about over 90% of the kids go to college. And this is in New York. And it sort of puts them in a special place so they don't have to deal with all the problems. So I'm just thinking that it's a de minimis amount of money. A lot of the funds go to, I know, to Baltimore City in the districts that have a lot of schools like, Jewish schools, which is very good. They teach, teach the kids. They help Catholic schools. They help non-denominational schools or charter schools. It's not, in other words, it allows for diversity of people that want maybe a different educational experience than the public school system. So I'm just saying it's a de minimis amount of money. And I think that we are being penny wise and dollar foolish. So with that, I'm quiet.
Okay. Thank you, Delegate McComas. Delegate Smith?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to put some information out there so that we're all on the same page. I think it's important for people to know that anyone currently enrolled in Boost will not be disenrolled. This is not taking away opportunity from someone that's currently already participating in the Boost program. I also want to highlight that as much as Baltimore City is obviously invoked in conversations around Boost, I think it would be surprising for people to know that the single biggest zip code for Boost is not in Baltimore City. I think that the image of who a Boost student is probably out of sync with what is the reality. In many instances, the majority of students that were receiving Boost were already in those schools in the first place. I am someone who comes from a family of both public school attendees and private school attendees. And it is generally a point of pride for the alumni of the private schools that my family members are associated with as alums to ensure that those less fortunate have opportunities to have access to the education they were able to receive. And so I know that before Boost existed, there were students with limited means attending many private schools across the state. Now, some of those private schools are not eligible for Boost funding because obviously they have tuition that precludes that it's too high. But for those who existed and are eligible for Boost now, they had opportunities before Boost existence to dedicate, consistent with either the mission, values, or faith that they are aligned with, funds to support those students. Now, my concern is, if you care about doing that, whether Boost exists or not, I believe alumni would make that a priority. But if Boost funds come into a school and it doesn't grow the overall picture of who's tapping into those funds, but it simply supplants them, and then those funds get used for whatever purpose, that is not a policy orientation or priority of the state of Maryland to ensure that private schools can just use more money for their other needs without truly providing more opportunities through their own alumni base to ensure people have access. So I just want people to know that most people utilizing Boost aren't necessarily who you think they are. And to the extent that they're accessing it, they were likely already in the school in the first place. And most importantly, the scholastic achievement of those on Boost is not enhanced or superior to those students who are not in Boost programs. So I think it's important for us to have the right information. And I encourage everyone else to follow me in voting unfavorable on House Bill 791.
Thank you. Thanks, committee, for a great debate. I mean, I think this committee has been pretty consistent for the past 7 years that public money should be used for public schools. And this committee took that vote last year. Rather than growing this program, this committee took a vote to end the program. And to Delegate Acevero's point, we don't do that without accepting our responsibility to public schools. And just this year alone, $370 million will be spent on concentration of poverty in community schools in the state. That's a direct result of the work of this committee and this legislature and our commitment to children in every single community in the state. This committee is going to continue our commitment and our work to make sure that we have not adequate schools, but world-class schools. And this bill just simply doesn't meet that. So with that, a reminder, the motion is unfavorable. So if you vote yes, it kills the bill. If you vote no, it keeps the bill alive. So I think it's unfavorable. We can do a voice vote on this unless anybody objects. So all in favor of the unfavorable, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, raise your hand. Delegate Greist, Delegate Anderton, Delegate McComas, Delegate Stanco, Delegate Mangione, Delegate Metzger are all opposed. The bill dies. We do have one bill left on the list. It's a withdrawn bill. Unfavorable drawn, going, gone. That completes the voting session. We will take a 5-minute break to get ready for our bill hearings.